fundamental figures that Advent presents us with are the Blessed Virgin Mary and John the Baptist. John the Baptist, I consider this wild-haired prophet. The scriptures say he wore camel skin, ate locusts, lived out in the desert, preached this fiery message of conversion and the closeness of the Messiah, the advent of the Christ. And it says that crowds just ran out from Jerusalem to see him, which is interesting that people hung on his every word when he preached such a challenging message, because he told people to convert their lives, to turn towards God, to turn away from sin, and to be ready for the coming of the Lord. So he's this kind of wild man out in the public square, this prophet whose radical call still echoes down to us today. Contrast him with the Blessed Virgin Mary, who I always picture as gentle, hidden, peaceful. So here she is, silently bearing the Word made flesh, pregnant with God, and only Joseph knows, and eventually Elizabeth, and then when he's born, the shepherds and the kings, and the news spreads. But at the beginning, it's her secret, and her secret alone. These two figures, John the Baptist and Mary, have a lot to teach us, because our faith needs to be public, but it also needs to be very personal. So like John the Baptist, we need to live our faith kind of inside out and give witness to the world of our love for Jesus and our service to the kingdom. But we also need moments of silence and withdrawal, retreat, and prayer, like the Blessed Virgin, so that Word bears fruit within us. If our faith is only public, we lose our rootedness. If our faith is only personal and hidden, we never give full witness to Christ. Bring the two together, bring John the Baptist and the Blessed Virgin Mary together, we have what Advent is all about. John says in the scriptures that he is a voice crying out in the wilderness, a voice that speaks the word. Each one of us is called to speak that word of Christ, not only by what we say, but also by what we do. How are we giving birth to Christ in these precious days of Advent? Hay dos figuras espirituales que el Adviento nos presenta: la figura de San Juan Bautista y también la Santísima Virgen María. Juan Bautista está en el desierto proclamando la palabra, la necesidad de conversión, y él está haciendo un programa muy fuerte, diciendo a la gente que necesita cambiar sus vidas y escuchar la palabra y prepararse para la venida del Salvador. Y su mensaje es muy popular, pero también algo difícil. Pero él está en una situación muy pública y una profeta muy radical. En comparación, la Virgen María, ella está embarazada con el niño Jesús, con la palabra de Dios, con el Hijo de Dios. Y ella está muy privada, muy tranquila, y su niño está creciendo cada día. Para nosotros, los dos son nuestros enseñadores durante los días del Adviento. Nuestra fe necesita ser pública, como Juan Bautista, pero también muy personal, como la Santísima Virgen. Si la fe solamente es pública, no vamos a tener raíces en el Espíritu. Si nuestra fe solamente es oscura, no vamos a ofrecer testimonio en el público acerca de Jesús. Por eso, unidos, Juan Bautista y la Santísima Virgen, tenemos un plan de ser discípulo de Cristo. En esos días del Adviento estamos dando la luz a la palabra de Dios por medio de nuestra fe y nuestra vida católica.